Hello everyone, it's Brindra, your chemistry teacher, and today I am in front of you with a new topic of organic chemistry, that is nomenclature. We know that there are millions of organic compounds and to name them is really a very difficult thing. So IUPAC system, according to IUPAC system, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, they have given us few rules, and according to that we can easily name any organic compound. So before coming to it, first of all I'll explain you that what are the rules, okay, and to name the organic compound. So see here, if there is any organic compound, suppose we are having any organic compound is here, and this organic compound we have to sometime we know its IUPAC name, and sometime the structure is given to us. Sometime name is given and sometime structure is given. So with the help of the structure we can easily write its IUPAC name, and with the help of the IUPAC name we can easily draw its structure. So what does this IUPAC name and structure contains? Now see here, if I am talking about the IUPAC name, so for writing, if the structure is given, you have to write IUPAC name, or IUPAC name is given and you have to draw the structure. So what are the primary things that we are having? See here, now you can see any organic compound, we are talking about organic compounds, okay. So organic compounds have these parts, okay. First thing is known as word root. First thing, word root. Then second thing is known as suffix. And third thing is known as prefix. So one by one we will try to understand it. Word root, suffix and prefixes. So first thing is word root. What does word root stand for? Word root means the longest chain of carbon atom without breaking it. Okay. First thing that we have to see that how many carbon atoms are joined together in any sequence. They can be joined. They can be horizontal, they can be vertical, they can be vertical or horizontal as it is. So word root, for knowing the word root, we must know these things. What we should know? We should know their how to name them. Okay, if one carbon is present, if two are present, three present. So how we can find it out? So see here, this is if meth is written. So meth is for just one carbon atom. Meth means one carbon atom. If it is eth, then two carbon atoms are present. The chain is of two carbon atoms, continuity chain. And prop, then there are three carbon atoms. Similarly but, then there are four carbon atom chain. And for pen, there are five carbon atom. If it is hex, then 6 carbon atom, and if it is hept, then carbon is equal to 7, and oct means 8 carbon atom, non means 9 carbon atoms, and dec means 10 carbon atoms. So these chain should be without any breaking. Okay, one carbon means C should be 1. If it is 2, it should be like this. Then 3, this is 4, this is 5. So 6 can be like this also. 6, 7, it can be like this also. 8, it can be like this. 9, it can be like this. 10. So in this way we can see this carbon chain doesn't have any breaking. It is continuous chain. So first thing that is important is to recognize the word root. That means how many carbon atoms are present in the organic compound. So after knowing it, if you are able to find it out that how many carbon atoms are present, then we are coming to the word suffix. Now suffix, what does suffix stand? Now you can see, this is the carbon chain we can see here. So if the carbon chain is having all carbon chain are bounded with each other with single bond. Okay? If the bond is single and the bond can be double, okay, like this you can see, and there can be triple bond also, like this. Okay, so the second thing that is important is to find out suffix. Suffix means suffix can be primary suffix and suffix can be secondary suffix. So if the suffix are having single, double or triple bond, that means this is known to find out, this is known as primary suffix. This is known as primary suffix, means whether the carbon chain is having single bond, double bond or triple bonds. And second thing, second type of suffix is known as secondary suffix. So what does secondary suffix means? Now we know that word root, how many carbon chains are attached, whether they are having single bond, double bond or triple bond. And the third thing, for primary suffix, this suffix, that we have to find secondary suffix. Secondary suffix means if the chain contains any functional group. Maybe this carbon is having here functional group OH. It can be have aldehyde group or ketonic group, or it can be any other group. So next thing that we have to find is secondary suffix. So after knowing it, after calculating the word root, after seeing whether multiple bond is present, then we have to find the position also, that at what position these bonds are present, and then this secondary suffix we have to find. Then third thing comes prefix. Prefix means in the word root, if in addition to this functional group, if any other group is present, whether it is alkyl group or whether it is any functional group is present. Suppose here we can see, if this carbon atom is having here methyl, okay, or this carbon atom is having here any other group like chloride. So in the carbon chain, this is methyl and this is Cl. So these two groups, they are not coming in the chain. So such type of groups which are not coming in the chain, they are other than the chain, they are known as prefix. So here there are two prefixes. Okay, so in this way, now we can now see how to name now to name. So IUPAC name, this will be equal to word root plus suffix. Now suffix can be of two types, primary suffix and secondary suffix. Now primary suffix can be single bond or it can be multiple bond. Okay. Now single bond means, for single bond we can add "-ane". For single bond "-ane" word will come, and for multiple bond, if it is double bond, if it is double, then we have to add "-ene", and if it is triple bond, then we have to add "-ine". So word root, suffix, primary suffix, secondary suffix, and primary suffix means either single bond or multiple bond, and multiple bond can be double bond or it can be triple bond. And one thing more here, if more than one double or triple bonds are in the this IUPAC name, then what we have to do, we have to add, if there are two, then we will use the word "-ine". If there are three double bond, then we will use the word "-tri-ene", tetraene, same way. And similarly, if two triple bonds are present, then we will use "di-ine" or "tri-ine". So in this way we can make it clear whether one multiple bond is present or more than one multiple bond is present. So this is all about primary suffix. Now secondary suffix. Secondary suffix, I have already made it clear that this represents functional group. All the functional groups, and the position also we have to make it clear. If alcohol or OH group is present at first carbon, so the name will be 1-ol. If it is present at second carbon, then it will be 2-ol. Okay, so this is the secondary suffix. Now third thing is prefix. So this is the rule for writing any organic compounds IUPAC name. First we have to find word root, then we have to concentrate on suffix. In suffix we have to see single, multiple bonds and functional group, and then prefix we have to find whether prefix which are not coming in the word root. Now while writing, we can't write it like this. So for writing, prefix should come first. Now the first position will be taken by prefix. So prefixes will, if it is one prefix or it is more than one prefix, then first of all we will write the name of the prefix. And if there is only just one prefix, then according to the position we will write the name of the prefix. But if there are more than one prefix, then we will use alphabetical order. This order we have to keep in mind while writing the name of the prefix. And if there are more than, suppose more than one methyl group are present, then we will have to write, if on the first carbon atom there are two methyl group, then we will say 1,1-dimethyl or 2,2-dimethyl. Okay, and if methyl and ethyl group are present, then first we will write the name of the ethyl, because E comes before than M. So this is for prefix, and then we will write word root, and then we will write suffix. So this is the rule that we have to keep in mind while writing IUPAC names. Now see here, one thing more that is very important is seniority table. Now for secondary suffix, we must know that suppose there are two functional groups are present. So which group should be taken as functional group and which group should be taken as prefix. Now see here, this you have to learn the seniority table. Okay? Seniority table means the group which is kept on the upper side of the this seniority table, that is considered as functional group, and the other group is which is below in the series, that is known as the prefix. Now on the top, this is the seniority table, we can say. This is seniority table. Okay. So in the seniority table, this COOH group, carboxylic group, this is on the top. So COOH group is taken as, this is taken as suffix or the functional group. Then this is sulfonic group, SO3H. So if both groups are present, then this group will be taken as functional group and this group will be taken as prefix. Okay? And the name will change. Name will change. After this, the third group that is present in the seniority table, that is COOR group. Okay? R means any alkyl. This can be methyl, ethyl, propyl, any group. Okay? So this is O8, we can call it. And fourth group is amide. Amide means we can say any this is amide group. Okay? And then comes our, I'll write the name also here. This is amide group. This is carboxylic group. This is sulfonic group. This is O8. This is amide. And then comes nitrile. CN group. And then we can say this. This is Al. Al comes for our aldehyde group. And then comes our, after all, one. One comes for ketone group. Then comes amine. This is our NH2 group, R NH2 group. Okay. Similarly, then our this ene and alkene or alkyne comes after this. Then comes oxy groups like epoxy group. Then NO2 group comes, nitro group. And similarly, then our halo groups comes. So this is the seniority table. This you have to keep in mind. Because if COOH group and aldehyde group both are present, for aldehyde we can use this CHO group. And for ketone we can use here CO group. So if aldehyde, this carboxylic group and aldehyde group, both groups are present, then this group will be taken as functional group and this group will be taken as prefix. If aldehyde and ketone both are present, then aldehyde will be taken as functional group and ketone will be taken as prefix. So this is the value of this seniority table. Now we are coming to few examples. Now see. Now I'll write few examples and then we will draw its, write it IUPAC names. Now see, this is the name here, this is the structure, okay, we can see here. This is the compound, I am writing here the name of the compound. This is This is the name of the compound. Now, this is the structure of the compound, and we have to write its IUPAC name. So, we will adopt the same formula. What was the formula? First thing is prefix we have to find. So, we can see word root, then suffix. So, these three things we have to find. Now, we can see word root. This is our longest chain of carbon. So, we know we are having 1, 2 and 3 carbon atoms. So, we will write here number of carbon atom is 3. So, this is prop. So, word root is prop. And suffix. Now, suffix we can see because alcohol is attached on the first carbon atom. So, for suffix we will write this is our alcohol, and for alcohol we use word all, and all is present at first carbon. So, we will write here suffix will be 1 all, and prefix. Now, this is left. So, here prefix we will write this is methyl. So, numbering we have to do from here 1, 2 and 3. We will start the numbering from functional group. The functional group should be very near. If it is first carbon atom, then it's fine. Okay? And if it is in the middle, then we have to see that from where it is coming very close. So, prefix is methyl. So, methyl is at second carbon atom. So, what will be the IUPAC name? First we will write prefix. So, we will write 2-methyl. After writing 2, we have to put a small hyphen. So, 2-methyl, and after that word root comes. So, word root is prop. So, we will write here prop without leaving any space. So, before that, because you will get confused, so you can write, I have written here prefix, then plus sign I am putting here, then we will write prop. So, this is prop, and after that suffix is coming. So, for suffix, because there is no double bond, so we will use ane. So, this is primary suffix and secondary suffix. Then we have to add secondary suffix. Secondary suffix is all. So, this is 1 all. Okay. Now, we will add it. So, the name will be 2-methyl prop, and while writing this ane, we have to cut E. Okay. Why we have to cut E? Because our functional group is starting with vowel. Okay. There are A, E, I, O and U. So, if functional group is starting from any of these words, then we will cut from ane, we will cut E, from een, we will cut E, from ein, we will cut E. And if our functional group is not starting from these 5, they are starting from another consonant, then we have to use full name, alkane, and ein word we have to use. Okay. So, this is 2-methyl prop, and from ane we have to remove E, and then 1 hyphen, small hyphen, and 1 all. So, this is our IUPAC name of this organic compound, 2-methyl propane 1 all. This is the name. Now, coming to second example. Now, see, this is our second example. Now this is our second example. Okay. So same way, first thing is to find the word root. So what is the word root here? First we will write here word root. So word root, longest chain we have to find. So our chain must contain this functional group. So from here if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 carbon atoms are there. And one more chain we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So either we are taking from here or either we are taking from here. Our chain is remaining same. Suppose here one CH2 group is more, then our word root will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and one more is there, then it will be 8. But here the chain is coming this, so either we are taking from here or either we are taking from here. Both are same. So word root is 7. 7 means we can say this is hept. Now second thing, and remember, if our functional group is starting with carbon, just like carboxyl group, our keto group, our this aldehyde group, so this carbon is also taken in chain. This is not neglected. Okay. So this is hept. Now we are coming to suffix. So suffix we can see, this is suffix. So we will write here suffix. Now suffix, we have to see whether primary suffix we have to see and secondary suffix. So primary suffix, in primary suffix we can see that there is 2 carbon atoms are joined by double bond. So this bond is present here. So primary suffix will be "-ine". Okay, and we have to count. So we will numbering, will do like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this carbon chain "-ine" is at 3. So we will write 3-ine. We can write this also, but this "-ine" we have to see whether it will be there or it will be deducted. This is primary suffix and secondary suffix. Secondary suffix is our carboxylic group. So carboxylic group is present at 1. So at 1 it is oic acid. So this is suffix. Now coming to our third thing is prefix. Now see prefix. So prefix, now we can see this is left and this is left. These 2 groups are not coming in the chain. That means these are the prefixes. 2 prefix we are having. So first prefix is chloro. So chloro is at 6, so we will write here 6. At 6 is chloro, and at 5th it is ethyl. Ethyl group, because 2 carbon are present here. Now we will write the name. So how we will write now name? First thing that we will take is prefix. We will start from prefix. Now 2 prefixes are present, so we have to write the name according to their alphabetical order. So C is coming first. So we will write, the name will be like this. We will write 6-chloro and then hyphen and then 5-ethyl. 5-ethyl. This is our prefix. And after prefix, we have to write word root. Then we will write 6-chloro 5-ethyl hept. And then primary suffix is "-ine". So see, we will write here hept. Now at 3 we are having "-ine". So we will write it like this. Hept. Then we will write here 1 hyphen. Then at 3 it is "-ine". Now because our secondary suffix is starting with O, so this E we will have to remove. So it will be 3-ine and 1-oic acid. So the name is 6-chloro 5-ethyl hept 3-ine 1-oic acid. Now coming to one more example. Now see, one more example we can do here. Now suppose this is cyclo compound I am taking here. This is the cyclo compound. Okay, this is cyclohexane because double bond is not present, so we are not talking about benzene. So this is here, this is CH group is here, this is CS2, this is CS2 and this is also CS2, this is CS2 and here it is OH group. Okay. Now see, such type of compound. In such type of compound, we have to start from here because our OH group, that means functional group is present here. So first thing, word root. What is the word root? We will start from here numbering. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are, so it will be because this is in the ring. So this will be, this is cyclohexane. Word root is cyclohexane. Okay. Now our prefix, this is prefix. This is not coming in the chain. So prefix we can see. Prefix is, now numbering is 1, 2 and 3. So at 3 methyl group is present because this is secondary suffix. So at 3 is methyl. And at 1 is OH group, so this is suffix. Suffix is ane also, okay, because nowhere is our this double bond is not present. So it will be ane. Ane also we can write here. I have written here also. Okay, ane and secondary suffix is at 1 it is all. So word root, prefix and suffix. Now how to name it? So we will start from suffix. So this is 3, we will write 3 methyl. Coming to word root, cyclo, we will use hexane, and okay, this E we have to remove, and at 1 is all. So 3 methyl cyclohexane 1 all. This is our IUPAC name. Now suppose the name is given. This was how to draw the structure. Now suppose the name is given, then how we will do it? Now see here, this is a name. I am writing here one name. So you can see this is few questions I will give you for your practice. So 2, 5, 6, trimethyl octane. I am writing here few names. 1 and 2 we will do here and other you will do at home for your practice. Okay, then is 3-ethyl 5-methyl heptane, and third is 6-methyl octane 3 all, and fourth is, this is the structure CS3, CS2, CO, CS2, CO, CH3. Now these are, now see here, names are given and structure is given. In this structure, now see here, here 2 ketone groups are given. So it will be dione. Okay, and you have to do the numbering also. So same way we will start from here because our ketone group is coming closer from here. So never do numbering from here. So numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And there is no prefix because both groups are ketone groups. So no prefix, so directly we will write word root. So word root is hex and there is no double bond. So this will be hexane. And at 2 and at comma at 4, this is dione. So hexane 2,4 dione. Suppose any prefix are present here, then before writing this word root you have to mention this the name of the prefixes. Now see this one, I am telling you, if the name is given, how to do it. Now if name is given, how to do, this is 2,5,6 trimethyl octane. So first thing that we have to do, we have to find that which is prefix, which is suffix and which is our this word root. Okay, so we can see here, oct is our word root. Okay, so here we will write word root. Ane is primary suffix and these are our prefix and there is no secondary suffix. Okay, so we will start from here because it is oct. So we will draw 8 carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And after writing this word root, now we will come to the first, this is ane, so all are having single bond. Now prefix we have to add. So at 2, at 5 and at 6, now we can do the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So at 2 means here, at 5 means here and at 6 means here. There are methyl group is present. So here we will write our prefix. So these are 3 methyl groups are attached and rest we will add hydrogen. So here we will add hydrogen to complete the valency of carbon because carbon is tetravalent in this way. Here we will write hydrogen. The valency of this carbon should not exceed 4. So in this way we can draw the structure if the name is given to us. So similarly few examples I have given you here. So these examples you can do. If you face any problem while writing nomenclature in the comment section, you can mention it. I will try to give the reply to you and thank you very much.